All right, let's talk a little bit about Cracker Barrel. Its ticker is CBRL. This stock is well known for having an excellent dividend. Of course, with all this virus stuff, they've put the dividend on the hold right now. But several years, they've actually gave an extra dividend. So people are looking for a little bit of income, but looking for a rise might do this. I'm more of a swing trader, but I have traded in and out of Cracker Barrel. I do like Cracker Barrel as a whole. I don't know over the last several years, last couple of years, that they've been great. Longer term, they've been really great, consistent returns, plus paying a good dividend. So it's good stock to take a look at. I was going to say it didn't get crushed too bad, but I guess going from 180.93, 52 week range down to 53.61, that's crushed pretty good. So it's come back, it's doubled off of its low. But we could see an extra 50% here easy and not even be back to the 52 week high. I think Cracker Barrel also has a lot of assets. They own their stores instead of franchise them. That gives them some advantages over some other things. If they ever did have to liquidate or something like that, they'd have a lot of assets. So Cracker Barrel always seems like it's crowded. They are moving into metro markets with smaller footprints, I've noticed. They're better known for seeing them off interstate with great big places to park. Really busy for, I know them really well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but they do a big breakfast, especially after Sunday school. They do, they're busy, all day long. Now, one thing you might want to think about, people are traveling more in their car for vacations instead of on planes, they say. So would that bode well for Cracker Barrel? You think it would. On the other hand, a lot of old people go to Cracker Barrel. Although I have seen the demographic. I looked around because I've owned Cracker Barrel several times in the past, sometimes fairly large positions. And I said, I see blacks, Hispanics, white people, young people, old people, but more of an older crowd than a younger crowd. And then some younger people with kids, because I think Cracker Barrel is kid friendly. They can find things there that they will eat or whatever like that. And then, it's always good to have breakfast. And then I think, people that go to Sunday school together and stuff like that, a lot of times they'll meet up. But anyway, that's the demographics that just anecdotal that I've noticed. But they do have a lot of people that do the early bird specials, and they like to. A lot of the older people like to go there because they serve vegetables, and they like some of their old time vegetables, and sometimes people get vegetable plate or whatever like that, or an entree with 2 or 3 of their favorite vegetables. So I can see the staple in a lot of different places. Now, I guess you got to think, well, the traveling thing, will it hurt them, help them? Will it hurt them short term? I mean, obviously the virus stuff crushed them because they were closed a big part of the time. I'm sure they did do some takeout, but I didn't notice tons of takeout at my Cracker Barrel compared to their parking lot when the store is open, of course. I think some of the other restaurants fared a little bit better with takeout. I do see them do takeout some. They also make pretty good money on their general store, where people are buying trinkets and whatnots. And of course, they can't really sell those if people are not coming to the store. But I think this one's a good for third quarter, fourth quarter for sure. Back into next year, you might get it here, get a good price. I know people that have owned Cracker Barrel for a long time. I've seen on bulletin boards and things like that that said they've owned it for 10 years and been really happy getting the dividend and getting a good price appreciation, even longer than that, even 20 years or whatever. So take a look at Cracker Barrel. My own thought is easy 50% here, a little bit harder getting more than that, I think. So take a look at Cracker Barrel.